so, oh no, give me that sound. Oh, I gotta go like Cobain, 8 years to the grave, gone insane. My blood got propane, how you gon' go and throw my name with shame? Already cross-faded, making it to the disco, I hate it. And you know how this goes, you framed it, picture painted in my room. This that real life shit, none of Zoom, got the scene in it.
Make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It shows the most, does the most. JerCrispy, look back in that video. Why Batman and Peacemaker is not even close. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media. Last time we watched this was, I think, the Terminator. I think not the Terminator. It was like the Punisher with somebody else. So I don't know. It's been a minute, so let's get it.
But with very different ideas of what justice looks like. On one side, two men shaped by pain, obsession, and brutal training, but with very different ideas of what justice looks like. On one side, you've got Batman, Gotham's relentless protector, the world's greatest detective, a master of every martial art worth knowing,
Damn.
a man with enough gadgets and strategy to take on whole armies if he has to. On the other, Peacemaker, a government-forged assassin built for war, packing peak human strength, insane durability, and a trigger finger that doesn't hesitate if it means keeping the peace. One is calculated and methodical, the other unpredictable and violently direct. One stalks the shadows with precision, the other charges head-on with raw power and firepower. So when Batman's cold discipline collides with Peacemaker's chaotic brutality, who's walking away? Let's break it down. Batman. Let's be honest, this guy is terrifying. He's peak human taken to such an extreme.
I think, low-key, I got Batman probably winning this one, low-key. I ain't lying to you. Because I feel like he could find a weakness for Peacemaker and stuff like that. So I think, yeah.
It doesn't even feel fair to call him just human. And when you throw in that brain of his, yeah, suddenly a billionaire in a bat costume feels like the scariest thing walking. First up, physicality. Batman isn't just fit, he's absurd. This dude's training regimen would make Olympic athletes cry. We've seen him casually throw full-grown men across the room like ragdolls. In the warehouse fight, he was ragdolling armed mercenaries so hard they were bouncing off concrete. He's punching.
But the only thing about Batman, he don't kill people. You know, he'll injure you and hurt you and stuff like that. Think about him, he ain't gonna kill you. That's the only thing.
Putting crates, bent metal with his bare hands, and literally ripped a floor grate out and threw it like it weighed nothing. During a BVS prep montage, we saw him dragging massive tractor tires, hammering them with a sledgehammer, pulling himself up with chains, basically CrossFit on steroids. And yes, in universe, it's stated he can bench over 1,000. And yes, in universe, it's
I'm trying to be ripped like that.
over 8,000. Yes, in universe, it's
I'm trying to be ripped like that.
8,000 pounds. Peak human doesn't
1,000 pounds? Yeah, that's what I say. Batman got this, but I'm trying to be that Batman's body. Shit, it might be a little chunky, but damn. Look how this nigga, no gay shit, but I want my body to be, like, you know, like, shit, man.
Universe, it's
that's a cool
bench over 8,000 pounds. Peak human doesn't really cover it. This guy's basically a tank in a cape. Speed and agility? Forget it. For a guy built like a brick wall, he moves like a gymnast on espresso. He's dodging automatic gunfire at point-blank range, catching enemies off guard mid-swing, and parkouring across Gotham's rooftops like it's nothing. In the warehouse scene, he moves through a dozen gunmen so fast, they can't even track him, vaulting, spinning, and stabbing in one fluid motion. He's blitzed armed thugs before they could even aim, dodged blades mid-combo, regularly makes guys with guns look like they're standing still. 1 second, he's in front of you, next second, he's behind you, choking you out. It's nightmare fuel. And durability? Well, this man simply does not stay down. He's tanked grenades, point-blank shotgun blast, blade stabs and bone-shattering punches, just kept coming. In
Golly.
BVS, Superman launched him through walls, smashed him into the ground. Bruce still got up and kept fighting. He's eaten brutal hits from parademons, survived being thrown across buildings, taken enough punishment to kill 10 normal men, and walked it off. Even when he's bloodied and limping, he's still dangerous. And here's the thing, the body is just half the weapon. The other half is the mind. Batman is a tactical genius. He's not just smart, he's absurdly smart. He can analyze an opponent in seconds, figure out how to counter them mid-fight. His prep is legendary, but even without prep, his adaptability is ridiculous. He's created armor to fight literal gods and strategized his way through alien invasions. He doesn't just react, he plans 6 moves ahead, all while beating you down. And let's talk gear. Batarangs, grapple hooks, smoke bombs, explosives, sonic devices.
He grabbed that boy with a whole chakra. He said, come here like Scorpion. Boy, imagine a nigga just hit you with some stuff, pull up down like to the building like this.
Batarangs, grapple hooks, smoke
Got
bombs,
you shocking, got you
sonic
shocking. Say,
devices,
come here.
electric weapons.
Mid-air. And then my stuff want to pause at the wrong time. Every time.
His tool belt is basically a Swiss Army knife of pain. He's got gadgets that can blind, stun, or electrocute enemies instantly. In the warehouse fight, he used his grapple like a harpoon gun to yank a guy across the room and slam him through a crate. He's blown through walls, planted explosives mid-fight.
That dude dead.
He's blown through walls.
That dude is dead. You just saw that blood?
And used his tech to control the battlefield.
That dude was dead. That dude was dead. I ain't lying to you. You could have told me that nigga's dead. Fuck what Batman said he killed niggas.
Great.
No.
He's blown through walls.
That's blood right there, dude. That dude dead. That nigga is dead. Crake to the dome? You telling me you survived a crate, a metal, hard, metal inside the crate, and it's inside a tough wooden box? You think you surviving that? You think you surviving that? No, you ending up like dude just about to take him a nice good nap. Yeah, up above, like.
Planted explosives mid-fight and used his tech to control the battlefield like it's chess and everyone else is playing checkers. If there's a tool for the job, Bruce already has it, and probably 3 backups. And then, the combat skill. This might be the scariest part. Batman is one of the best martial artists alive. He's trained in more fighting styles than you've ever heard of. Judo, Krav Maga, boxing, Salat, you name it. He blends them all on the fly, adapting to whatever's happening in real time. He'll parry a blade, snap an arm, disarm a gunman, and knock someone unconscious in the same movement. He can take down a dozen armed mercenaries, guys with guns, knives, grenades, not breaking a sweat. And when he fought Superman, a literal god, he didn't just survive, he outsmarted him and beat him bloody using tactics and gadgets. The craziest part, Batman fights like pain doesn't exist. He's been stabbed, shot, slammed into cars mid-fight, doesn't flinch. He'll break a guy's arm while bleeding out himself. It's not just skill, it's sheer willpower. This guy's whole thing is refusing to lose, no matter how bad it gets. So yeah, say what you want about him not having superpowers. Batman is the superpower. Peak human strength and speed, absurd durability, ridiculous gadgets, tactical brilliance, and enough martial arts mastery to take apart whole armies by himself. You can outgun him, outsize him, or outpower him, but you're not outsmarting him. You're not putting him down.
That's one thing you're not outsmarting that nigga. That nigga is the most smartest DC nigga that I know. That ain't nobody smarter than him besides Doctor Strange and Marvels. Like, I just keep it a buck. If him versus Captain Marvel, not Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, and him and Doctor Strange was going head to head, I want to know who was going to win that battle. Low key.
Easy. He's Batman. And that's the real superpower.
Damn.
Peacemaker is one of the most violent, most unhinged, yet strangely hilarious anti-heroes in DC. But make no mistake, behind the ridiculous helmet and over-the-top personality is a man trained since birth to be a killer. He's been pushed to peak human strength, stamina, speed, and durability. His build is massive, with what Bloodsport himself called muscles on his muscles. He's strong enough to bury a tomahawk in a man's skull, cut an arm clean off with a sword,
That boy ain't got
during
no
the fight
type
with
of
Rick
neck.
Flag, he threw the Colonel across 2 giant grain hoppers like he weighed nothing.
Dang.
He's slammed Judo Master onto cars, broken windows of people's heads, and even tossed Ratcatcher 2 to the ground with one arm. And when he was a kid, he accidentally killed his own brother with a single punch.
That's
showing
crazy.
that this raw strength has been with him since day one. On top of that, he's surprisingly agile. He can land on his feet after long jumps, recover balance instantly, fight at high intensity without tiring. His reflexes are razor sharp. He's cut a man's arm off before the guy could even pull a trigger. And durability wise, the guy just doesn't stay down. He's shrugged off car crashes, stab wounds, and brutal beatings. He even survived being shot in the throat by Bloodsport, and then buried under the rubble when Jotunheim collapsed. After a clavicle replacement, he just got right back into the fight. He's been slashed, stabbed, slammed into cars, crushed by his dad in a super suit, and somehow keeps going like none of it happened.
We might need to start watching The Peacemaker. I'm not gonna hold you. Low key, we might need to watch The Peacemaker. Like, they got a whole show about it. I might need to watch it.
Of course, bread and butter though is
Dang.
marksmanship. Peacemaker is one of the best shots in the DC universe. He can snipe enemies. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, Batman versus Peacemaker might sound unfair at first. A billionaire genius ninja versus a loud, gun-happy man-child. But once you really break it down, it's actually a pretty fascinating matchup. I mean, both guys are ridiculously strong for humans. Peacemaker is built like a tank. Bloodsport literally called him muscles on muscles. He's tossed grown men like it's nothing, slammed Judo Master onto cars, thrown Rick Flag around, and one-handed people straight into the dirt. Batman, though, he's no slouch. We've seen him bench over 1,000 pounds. In fights, he's thrown thugs across rooms, punched through wood and metal, casually ragdolled mercs. If you had to pick one,
Damn.
Batman maybe takes a slight edge, but Peacemaker can definitely go against him in an arm wrestling match. However, with speed and agility, well, that's where things start to tilt Batman's way. Peacemaker is surprisingly nimble, lands on his feet, recovers mid-fight, and has the reflexes to disarm enemies before they can shoot. But Batman's on another level. He's dodging machine gun fire point blank, blitzing entire rooms before people can react, and parkouring like a gymnast despite weighing as much as a small car. Peacemaker's athletic, sure. Batman moves like someone's got him running on fast forward. Same with durability. Peacemaker is absurdly tough. He's been stabbed, slammed, gotten car crashes, even shot in the throat by Bloodsport, and then survived a whole building collapsing on him. Still kept on going. Dude's dang near unkillable. Batman, though, also unkillable by sheer stubbornness. He's tanked grenades, shotguns,
Yeah, I still got Batman. At the end of the day, I still got Batman winning this though. Like, okay,
stabs, alien beatdowns, even
because his
Superman
strategy.
throwing him around. The difference? Bruce is more methodical about not getting hit, while Peacemaker is happy to take the hit if it means landing his own. Raw durability edge might actually go to Peacemaker, but add in Batman's bulletproof armor, and he can take it. But while physicality is close, fighting skill, that's the real separator. Peacemaker's dangerous. He's been trained since childhood to kill, mastered tons of martial arts, fought Judo Master to a standstill, held his own against Rick Flag. But Batman's Batman. He's trained in every fighting style on Earth, mastered stealth, pressure points, weapon disarmament, can adapt mid-combat. He's beaten rooms of armed killers, fought gods, and regularly outskills people who are faster and stronger. Peacemaker's good, Bruce is top tier. Peacemaker can't even take a solid edge with gear or weapons either. Peacemaker's got guns. Lots of guns. Pistols, rifles, explosives. He's got some cool toys. But Batman's utility belt is an apocalypse kit. Smoke, sonics, EMPs, explosives, grapple hooks, tasers, batarangs that do everything from cut to blow up to hack electronics. He controls the battlefield with gadgets the way Peacemaker tries to with firepower, except Bruce's stuff is more varied and way smarter. Plus, Batman's tactical brain means he's going to figure out Peacemaker's habits and exploit them fast. Now, the one thing that Peacemaker has going for him, though, is helmets, and each helmet has a different function. Like some let him breathe underwater, or see an X-ray vision, or give everyone within a mile around him scabies. But the two that really matter here are the human torpedo helmet, which would transform Peacemaker into a literal human torpedo, and the sonic boom helmet, which is powerful enough to instantly vaporize any human within range of the blast, flatten cars, pretty much everything around him. And since this is a sonic attack, it's going to be really hard for Batman to dodge it. But that's like the only way that Peacemaker has to reliably win. It's not even something that Peacemaker typically does. Each helmet has just one function, and he usually just wears like a normal helmet. So while the sonic attack could probably allow Peacemaker to beat Batman, I don't think it would allow him to reliably beat him. He just uses it too inconsistently. Put it all together, here's the picture. Peacemaker can absolutely hurt Batman if he gets the drop or if Bruce underestimates him. His guns hit hard, his durability is insane, and he's skilled enough to at least hang in the fight. But Batman is faster, slicker, far better trained, and has an arsenal tailor-made to mess with a guy who mostly relies on firearms and brute force. The longer the fight goes on, the worse it gets for Peacemaker. Peacemaker's tough, but Batman's just operating on another level. He's got the tools and...
So just to sum it up, Batman is winning this one. Just to sum it up for y'all niggas. Alright, 10500 and I'm out. Love y'all. See ya!